The world's best Yasuo by far, Pzzang, is on an absolute tear on the Korean server, guys. Ranked 4 currently, going for that rank 1 spot at the end of the season. And he's in a form like I've never seen before. Absolutely annihilating any single person he goes up against, even the pros. And today we're going to break down one of his Yasuo games. It's a pleasure to watch. The combos are so clean and crisp, guys. I promise you, you'll enjoy every single second of it. So without further ado, let's jump straight onto Summoner's Rift and break it down. Into the lane now, guys. The rune page, it's a Conqueror setup, very standard for these Yasuos. You're looking for them extended trades in the lane, you stack it up and go for the all-in. The matchup is into a Vex, who was released as an anti-mobility champion, anti-dash, so she benefits from Yasuo. This matchup should be favored for the Vex, and it's all up to Pzzang to really counteract this with the use of playing around cooldowns. One thing I think would actually help a lot of players out, and what I was doing especially in my first Challenger climb, was when I was in the loading screen and I knew the matchup I was playing into, I'd type in their wiki, man. It's not cheating. You just type into their wiki. Like, I'm up into a LeBlanc or something, and you're like, what the hell is the cooldown of their W? LeBlanc W, 18-second cooldown. Boom. You know you have an 18-second cooldown at level 1 for the LeBlanc, where you can look for that extended trade and all-in, and slowly you'll start accumulating information in the back of your head subconsciously, where these windows is where you look for those trades. And that's how a lot of these pro players take advantage of lower elo players. They know the windows much better. You can't just always be going in when the enemy has every single ability up. It's a coin flip. Why would you do that? Dodge out some of their abilities, know your window, and look for the all-in. As you can see, the wave situated very well for Pzzang here. Level 3 all-in is potentially what you're looking for. Gets rid of the bone plating. Now, Vex is very overextended. When you play this Yasuo, you play the Kiana, or the Fizz or whatnot, you let them come into you, right? And then boom, every single time they move up for these CS, they're putting themselves at risk of the all-in, because if you can look for this extended trade, you're going to win it. These burst type champions do not do well in extended trades like this, and you can see Pzzang, he moves in, he drops the ignite. Is he able to get the kill? EQ, flash, auto, gets the Vex. It's a 1-for-1, but a solo kill onto the Vex, and he's able to get that for himself. Does blow the flash, it was really well executed. He eat onto the minion wave with the tornado. The Vex held flash. He was actually not even be able to react to that, even with that 9 ping in Korea. Get the boots, get the dagger, and we'll head back into the mid lane here. And I'm excited for how this game's going to be played out. I think that Yasuo is a great champion to learn for comps like this. You have a Malphite top, you have a Lee Sin jungle, you have a Rakan. Man oh man, is it easy to play Yasuo when you have this type of engage and setup. Things like Gragas. Things with these knockups, it just helps you play so much more consistently on the Yasuo. If you don't have these knockup champions, and you're not a Yasuo one trick, you're going to have to be very smart and creative with how you get these engages. So, just know when to play the champion if you pick it up. Obviously, a very mechanical champion. Probably one of the most mechanical in League of Legends. What's more mechanical than Yasuo? Kiana is bloody hard. Azir's actually quite difficult. Surely I'm missing something. There's some bloody mechanical champions in this game. Vexy, on the other hand, is actually pretty simple. Playing a lot of Vex lately. Problem is enemy Poppy. Playing against a Poppy as a dash champion. Poppy and Vex. I mean, okay. This is actually... It's actually going to be difficult for Pzzang. A lot of anti-mobility. As we have solid vision, but we're still not just walking up randomly looking for these trades. We're playing it super slow and smart. And that's the only reason he's able to climb better. I talk about this a lot. He finds consistency like no other. He doesn't take dumb risks. He farms phenomenally. He knows exactly when to do like the risk versus reward. If the risk is too high, he's not going to go for it. He's going to hang back and play slow, wait for better opportunities where it's in his favor. Whether that be like 60-40 in his favor. If it's like 40, if it's a 50-50, there's no point. He's not going to do it. It needs to be in his favor, and he'll look for it, even if it's slightly. Letting the waves slowly come in. And I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't really look for another trade until this wave fully comes into him, where he's able to get a freeze and then look for it. Without flash, could be a little bit risky. Getting this nice poke off. Vex hits 6. Good thing about the Yasuo win wall, you can block that Vex ultimate, which is oh so annoying. As I'm hoping he pulls it. He could pull this freeze here, or he could go for the hard shove and then look for the Zerker Greaves. 6 off one more minion. Level 6. Someone feels like they're hovering. You can just tell by the way Vex is playing. She's playing a little bit too aggro in this lane, like someone's around. Always trust in your gut. Poppy into the bot side. Make sure those wraiths are up. He's sitting on enough gold here for the boot upgrade. He's actually hunting. He's looking with the Lee Sin if there's anyone around. Works with his jungle. He gets that Scuttle Crab up. And man, spoilers alert, but Faker has been eliminated from... Ooh, hits that ultimate. This should be an easy kill. Vex with the no flash. Thank you very much. Nice Q on that. Gets the vision. Faker has been eliminated from Worlds. I think that was a banger series. Every year we get closer to Faker's retirement. It makes me sad. I think he still has it in him for another couple... He can definitely go another couple of years. But Darman, better team on the day. I'm excited to see the finals. I think Darman are going to take the finals 3-0, 3-1. What skin are we going to get from Showmaker? People have been saying maybe a Kassadin skin. I haven't seen what he's said yet. But I could definitely see a Kassadin or a LeBlanc skin. Would fit in nicely with the Darman colors. As we are 400 gold behind the enemy team here. The Philios is really popping off. And I just realized this Fiora is one of the best, if not the best Fioras in the world. He's actually a Chinese player. Absolutely cracked out of his mind. I've seen him play in the Super Server a couple times. Pretty famous streamer, I believe, as well. Take those camp. 77 CS at 8 minutes here. Really minimal risk. As the ultimate. And we've seen a couple of Yasuos at Worlds. I wasn't really too impressed. I saw Perks play a Yasuo game. I was not. I mean, look, it didn't seem well polished. It just felt like he didn't have enough games on it. Like, I know Perks is known for his Yasuo. He's got a lot of games. But it's just, when you watch a lot of these, like, Pzzangs who only play Yasuo, it's night and day, the difference. And it's a big trap for some of these pro players to pull out these champions that take essentially too much time for them. They can't have a large champion pool, in my opinion, while also maining these champions like the Kiana. Oh, as he finds the Poppy, or the Yasuo, or the Zed, they all just seem to make it look a little bit too sloppy. As we find the Poppy, we grab the camp. 10 CS per minute already, of course. And I think he wants to grab the top lane wave, and he sends the Malphite mid. This is phenomenal macro. Be saving as much time as possible. But also just funneling a shit ton of gold to Pzzang. And I'll drop a link to his stream down below, by the way, guys. Really nice guy. Streams all the time. Just pure, clean Yasuo gameplay if you're looking for a nice chill stream. I head back. He gets that Zeal first. Usually then he's going to work his way into the shield boat. Gets that Noon Quiver. And now we'll head into the mid lane. And dude, like, in this mid game, when you have the Malphite, you have the Lee Sin, just start grouping up. Look for those wombo combos, those ARAMs. Play around the enemy cooldowns. Look to see who has those shutdowns. The Poppy has the shutdown. Grab that up for yourselves. It shouldn't be too hard to take. Now be careful in taking some of these wraiths. You see how like the Lee Sin was topside part? And he doesn't... Oh, that's so annoying for the Lee Sin. Luckily they have a slight... I mean, they don't even have a slight lead. Some junglers would probably AFK off that, but... To get these farm numbers, this is what needs to happen. You best bloody hope that you have a gold advantage, because if you're like 0-3... Ooh, Vex has been found. Let's see what he's able to do. And you can see why this Vex counter is so nice. You hold the W. As soon as the Yasuo engages, if he has no cleanse, you just pop that. He's done. Gets feared, and he's out. Definitely a Merc skim later on in the game is going to fix this problem. But we're going to have to wait a long time for that to happen. It's been a big journey, guys. It's been a big season. Hopefully you all have reached your seasonal goals by now. I always tell people, if you're still grinding, within like a month left at the end of the season, you're fucked up. You've done exactly what I told you not to. You've left your exam and your assignment until the last second. Now you're cramming the night before when everyone else is cramming. The most stressful time in the Rift. Get your ranked goals locked in at least 2 months in advance. Okay? Then go and play on a Smurf or something like that. And hold it out. Because if you're trying to achieve a goal right now in the season, it's devastatingly it's so frustrating. It leads to so much stress. Probably takes years off of your life of the amount of stress and toxicity that goes through in that last like 2-3 weeks of the season. As we are 144 farm at 12. Even Chovy would be impressed. Shred buff should be ours. Come on now. Head back. It should just be a side. I mean, he's just hitting the side lane, waiting for these next objectives to group up. Now we have the shield bow. Gets the longsword. Usually it's a mortal reminder into the IE. Pretty standard Yasuo build. Oh, Poppy just lives, and she has that shut down. Wind wall? The wind wall's bugged, by the way, in the spectators, so sometimes you'll see him do it, and you don't see a wind wall and the skill shot just disappears. It's bugged. Spectator files are a little bit corrupt. But how soothing is watch, like... It's so soothing to watch... Oh no, he's been caught. Gets exhausted, goes in. And just as I was about to say, it's so soothing and calming when they play like this. You just watch them and they make no mistakes. Boom, he goes too far in, gets hooked up, had already used the wind wall. And he gives that gold over. So blue side turn the game and get a gold lead now. Gonna be a tight one. We still haven't really seen that Malphite Lee Sin knock-up combo. Trying to figure out who wins late game. Surprisingly, I actually think that blue team wins. Oh, Malphite hits that ult. I actually think blue side win late game. I know there's like all the wombo combo for red side, but the Fiora in the side lane with the Poppy and the Vex counter to the dashes. Philios Thresh. I don't know, man. It's gonna be close. And Vex is gonna be, I think it's gonna be highly contested in pro play at the start of next year. A very, very strong champion. High ban rate and high elo. Been seeing Cap spam it. Been seeing Abadage putting a lot of time in. A lot of the pros that are kicked out of Worlds now are starting to learn and invest some time into the champion just in case it's really meta as the time rolls around. I think the LEC might be starting in January next year, a little bit earlier. Exciting. Move across, was spotted on that blue side pink. And here we go. Aphelios very overextended. I want to see what he can get done. Look how he uses this flank. EQ flash instantly gets the knock up. Playing so confidently there. Moves back into the wave. Here comes the Fiora. Should be able to get the kill. But I think Pzzang is going to be able to bounce back. Fiora flashes. She's out. Sword God. Hey, hey, hey. What's going on here? It's the kill. Looking to try and take out the Vex. He has a 2-level advantage on the Vex here. Vex blows that flash. Fiora's still quite low. Wind will not offer 10 seconds. And this is why Poppy is so good into the Yasuo. Ram jam her straight. Well, him in straight into the wall. Some people enjoy that, but I don't think Pzzang was enjoying that one there. He drops. Red side did take away with the gold lead. Aphelios gets the Collector, the Sinner's item. LS's Nightmare. I'm wondering how much gold Pzzang has. He does get that Mortal Reminder. I was thinking, like, why is he sitting on it? I mean, he just comes back. Buys the Mortal. Malphite has ult. Lee has kick. This is next Dragon up. Definitely a good win con. Because blue team can't team fight. They can split push very well with the Fiora and counter their engage with the Thresh, the Vex, the Poppy. Definitely don't want a 5-on-5 straight up fight. And that's when you start stacking those objectives like the dragons, because it forces the enemy team to... It forces the enemy team, like, you can't group. And if they're forced to group on these soul points, they're putting themselves at that disadvantage. So always going to be thinking about what your team comp is strong at. Bot lane is really pushed here, so he's going to try and move across. Oh, Malphite. Malphite, where's our ultimate, boy? Hits that ultimate, only gets one man, but we're able to get the Fiora. And this is what I'm talking about. Their anti-engage is really good. They can front to back peel for the Aphelios. The phenomenal late game carry champion. He still wants to pick up that bot lane farm. This whole team is spamming for it, and I think he's just spamming. Please stop. Just give me a time to slow down the pace. Drop a tower or two. You better grab the Gromp unless Lee wants it. Holds the Q. Doesn't have flash. Tornado times out, and I don't think anything's going to happen here. Ugh, if they drop Dragon. They're going to have to drop the Dragon. No soul point. And I'm wondering who you guys think is the best one trick in the world. There's a lot of one tricks around. Obviously, Beifang, the Kiana one trick is phenomenal. You got Z99. You have that Zoe one trick who hit rank 1 in Korea not too long ago. Who's the master of the champions? Like, who's the best example? I really couldn't put a name on it. I would say Beifang. But I'm a little bit biased. Who knows? Maybe Doper at Twisted Fate? I don't know. Hey, maybe me at Talia. I mean, it's not up to me to say. Into the base. The buy is going to be a Death Dance third. They're trying to avoid getting exploded. A little bit of sustain, a little bit of cooldowns. Usually it seems like when he's snowballing, he does the IE. And then when it's kind of a very close game, the Death Dance seems to be the preferred choice. Probably the IE gives you more damage, right? But the Death Dance a lot more survivability. So he is on the hunt with the Malphite. Just hovering. Here's the Fiora. Wondering who the hell wins that. Who wins that 1v1? Surely Pzzang with the Mortar Reminder, the anti-heal, can get the job done, but this Fiora, this Sword God guys, and he hits those vitals in like half a second. We come through. Loving this Shurelya's from the Rakan. Goes in. They find the Fiora. Malphite hits the ultimate. Pzzang gets the late ultimate. It works. He gets the kill onto the Aphelios. He's exhausted, waiting it out. Eyes are on the Thresh. Is he going to flash over? He thought about it, but they're going to turn for the Nash. He waited till the last millisecond for that ultimate. Able to make it work. Gets the Aphelios. And that's going to be the game changer. Bringing them probably with a 4 to 5k gold lead after this Baron power play. What's going on here? Why is Vex hovering? Is Poppy? No. Oh, here comes Poppy. Love how her name is I Risk My Life. This Pzzang stays on the Nash. They finish the Poppy. We'll farm this top side, get some more farm into ourselves. Love it. Yasuo is so nice to farm with. And this should be the game. I mean, honestly, after his next back in a group, it could be the game finisher. You can just group up and force yourself inside of their base. Flame Horizon at 22 minutes. Gets the Death Dance. I was hoping for maybe a stopwatch here, but he gets the... Holy crap, he gets the BF sword. And you have to understand, like, this is Korean Challenger. If you were able to get 100 CS leading Korean Challenger, guys, like, it's just absurd. It's just disgusting, the gap. At the top levels of the game. You think, like, oh, Challenger, you know, all Challengers are pretty similar. There's such a difference in Challenger players, it's crazy. Gets the ultimate onto the Poppy. Slices her apart, getting a little bit low here. Here comes the Vex, looks for the engage. And he just has to kite it. Wait. Doesn't want to go too close. Finally moves in. Ooh, and he's able to get the Vex. Here comes the Fiora. She parries the Q. Jukes out on the Thresh. Come here, boy. Get back here, boy. Moves in. Malphite picks it up. And that is going to be the ace for red side. 6k gold lead now running into their base. 9-3 and 4. You see how he plays these fights? Very calculated, and he won't just frontline and all in every single time. Sometimes he'll just hang back and just play it out. Play it by ear and see how it goes. You need to be calculated on this champion, because if you're not calculated, you're just coin flipping. You got to be that Yasuo that goes either 100-0 or 0-100, and that's not how you're going to climb. We go through. Malphite ultimate up in 2 seconds. He's just hunting, staying away from the walls. You don't want to get too... Where's the Malphite ult? He flashes out. Huge knock up. That's a 3-man Yasuo ult. And there we go, baby. Get our 11th kill. I got worried for a second there. He's able to survive. Jesus Christ, that was close. And now we're just going to zoom through the base. Clean up some minions. Clock over that 10 CS per minute, of course. And we should be able to get the dub. It's only Vex remaining. And the enemy team FF. So that's going to be the end of the video today, guys. Hopefully you have enjoyed it. This guy, I really hope he does hit rank 1. Generally enjoy his gameplay. Enjoy him. I'll put a link to his stream down below. And until next time, catch us all later. Peace.